You're standing in front of a T-Rex. It's dead. You're safe. You've got a fire going, some salt, maybe a little garlic butter. The real question is, could you actually eat it? Like, would T-Rex meat taste good? Would it be safe? Could you cook it? And here's the wildest part. What would it actually taste like? Stick around, because we're about to answer all of that. And trust me, some of these answers are going to surprise you. First things first, would a T-Rex even have meat on it? Yes, absolutely yes. A fully grown T-Rex weighed somewhere between 8,000 and 14,000 pounds. That's heavier than an elephant. And a big chunk of that weight, pure muscle. Scientists have studied T-Rex fossils very closely. They've looked at where muscles attach to bones. And based on that, they believe the T-Rex had massive leg muscles, a powerful neck, and a thick tail packed with muscle too. In fact, the tail alone might have been one of the meatiest parts of the whole animal, kind of like how the tail of a crocodile is one of its most muscular sections. So yes, there would have been a lot of meat on a T-Rex. We're talking potentially hundreds of pounds of edible muscle just from the legs and tail alone. Here's where it gets really interesting. You might think of T-Rex as this giant, scary lizard, but science has changed a lot in recent years. T-Rex was actually much more closely related to birds than to lizards. Yes, birds. In 2003, scientists discovered soft tissue inside a T-Rex fossil bone, actual collagen protein. When they compared it to other animals, it matched closest with chickens and ostriches. So if you're wondering what T-Rex might taste like, the closest living relatives are birds. Could T-Rex taste like chicken? Maybe. Or maybe something closer to an ostrich or an emu, which people do eat today, by the way. Ostrich meat is real. It's sold in stores, and it's described as lean and beefy. So T-Rex might taste like a cross between chicken and beef, which honestly sounds kind of amazing. Okay, but here's the big question. Would T-Rex meat actually be safe to eat? Let's think about this. First, bacteria. Raw meat goes bad fast. If a T-Rex died right in front of you, you'd need to cook it quickly before bacteria took over. Same rules as any other meat. Cook it well, and you're probably fine. But here's a trickier problem. Parasites. Large predators today, like lions and crocodiles, often carry parasites in their meat. That's actually one reason humans historically avoided eating big carnivores. The T-Rex was the top predator of its time. It ate other large animals constantly. There's a very real chance its meat could have been full of parasites. Cooking would kill most of them, but you'd really want to make sure that meat was cooked all the way through. There's also the question of taste. Carnivore meat from animals that eat other animals, tends to taste stronger and gamier than herbivore meat. Think about how different lamb tastes compared to beef. Now imagine an animal that's been eating rotten dinosaur carcasses for years. It might taste intense. Alright, let's say you've got your T-Rex, you've got fire. How do you actually cook this thing? The best cuts would probably be the tail, thick, muscular, probably similar to a large roast or brisket. The legs, massive drumsticks. Imagine the biggest turkey leg you've ever seen at a theme park. Now multiply that by about 500. The neck, strong muscles there too, good for slow cooking. Here's the thing. Very large, tough muscles need to be cooked low and slow. Think pulled pork. You don't rush it. You let the heat break down all that tough muscle fiber over many hours until it becomes tender. A T-Rex leg bone could be used to make bone broth too, which is actually one of the most nutritious things you can eat. Big bones, slow boil, hours of cooking, prehistoric bone broth. Someone pitch that to a restaurant, please. Now here's a question some people ask. Could early humans have actually hunted or scavenged T-Rex? Short answer, no. T-Rex went extinct about 66 million years ago. Early humans, Homo sapiens, only appeared around 300,000 years ago. That's a gap of over 65 million years. Humans and T-Rex never shared the same planet. Not even close. But here's a fun fact. The time gap between us and T-Rex is actually bigger than the time gap between T-Rex and Stegosaurus. Let that sink in. T-Rex and Stegosaurus are often shown together in dinosaur cartoons, but they lived 83 million years apart from each other. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button.